cord chewing fucker. Anyway, sorry. Here's the dog. That's our friend's dog. We're gonna kill him. Eat him. Eat a dog burrito. Well, anyway, we're sitting here watching movies on the little... It's like a boomerang dog. Ah! But, yeah, we're watching movies on Susie's laptop in here. And it's great because we got hooked up to the surround sound system and everything. Of course, this little asshole chews on the cord, which isn't even ours. Arrgh! Beat you up. Okay, anyway. Welcome to the 10th installment of Tales from the Blakside. And, for this episode, I'm going to give you 2 movie reviews. 2. As you can see from what I just showed, right before this clip started, the first movie we're reviewing here is Hellraiser... What was it? Redemption?
Revelations, fucker.
Redemption, Revelation, Rawr! Hellraiser 9.
All I know is that it's not, what's his face? It originally plays Pinhead, and that makes me sad.
Exactly. It's not the original. I forgot the original actor's name. I'm an idiot.
I want to say Brad Douglas? No? I should know this shit. There's no reason that I should be...
We should both know this. That's a sad thing, because we're big fans of it.
Well, I have like a girl boner for Pinhead, so I really should know this shit.
Yeah, but hey, it's been a long day, so we're allowed to have once in a while. But anyway, number 1, not the same actor, whole new actor. I can tell. Okay, first thing, let's just get this out of the way right now. I'm not a particular fan of the guy that played the new Pinhead now. He kind of looks like that asshole from fucking Disturbed, dressed up like Pinhead, the Halloween costume.
David Draymond with nails in his face, basically.
Yeah, basically wearing a Pinhead costume, basically.
I like how I'm just making a fucking appearance in this without even...
Hey, that's fine. Hey, you know what? This is good. This is fine.
I'm just... Yeah, I look like a bag of smashed assholes right now, so I'm not going to be making any physical appearances, but...
She doesn't.
You'll hear my commentary, and that's entertaining in itself.
She doesn't.
Yeah, sure. Alright, go on with the fucking review, dude.
Fine. Anyway, so, watching this 9th installment, like I said, not the same actor playing Pinhead. Okay, went into watching this expecting a piece of shit, okay? Went in ready, like, okay, this is gonna suck, ready for it. At points they tried in the movie. It's like they tried, but all the actors in this movie were so fucking limited that kind of fucking killed it. The movie was held back by the acting. The acting was bad. The effects weren't bad, however. They were alright. What did you think about the effects?
I think that's a loud-ass crotch rocket that just zoomed by.
I don't think that was a crotch rocket. I think that was like somebody's really loud fucking moped or dirt bike.
Well, either way, I thought the special effects were good. They were good and gory. They stuck true to the whole hooks and chains through the skin deal, which I'm happy to see that, because if they had made like Pinhead doing something completely different, it's bad enough that the actor who has been playing Pinhead for years was not playing Pinhead in this film. If they had changed the torture methods of, the way the Cenobites work, I'd be really fucking disappointed.
Yeah.
So I was happy to see that they kept the blood and the guts and the hooks and all that good stuff.
Exactly. That was the good part about the movie. We'll give it credit there. I'm not going to lie on that one. And the Cenobites weren't bad. The Cenobites weren't bad in this one. Like I said, once again, my beast was the guy that played Pinhead. It could have been worse people played Pinhead, but this is definitely not a first choice guy. It's just like, dude, stick to Disturbed or whatever the fuck you are. But anyway, movie starts off. These two rich kids on a road trip, they're like, kids got the camera and everything, they're filming each other. Like, hey, all right, we're leaving down to LA. We're gonna go to Mexico. We're gonna get our dicks wet, yeah.
Yeah, dicks.
Okay.
Dicks wet in Mexico. That's the last fucking thing I ever want to hear. Just saying.
Okay.
I don't want to get anything from Mexico.
You want to see a donkey show?
I'm good, thanks.
Oh. But it ain't even mention that too. It's like, hey, they're gonna go see a donkey show.
3 times they mention a fucking donkey show.
Okay, first of all, if you don't want to watch a movie, I will tell you right now, don't worry. There's no donkey show in it.
There's no donkey show.
No donkeys. No donkeys were fucked in the making of this film. Or this film. But, anyway. So, okay, and the fucked up part is, okay, there they are in Mexico.
They're in Tijuana, supposedly.
Tijuana. And, to be honest...
Or more specifically, it's supposed to be set in Tijuana, but it's filmed in, like, downtown L.A.
Not even. It was probably filmed in Burbank.
Oh, that's so much better.
And out of all the people that they had playing Mexicans...
They had an Asian girl, an Italian girl.
She wasn't even Italian. I think she was just plain white.
Just a white girl.
She was just white. She didn't even say anything in Spanish. The Asian girl talked completely in English. They only had, in all these people, they only had one Latina girl in the whole movie. One. Who didn't have a nice rear end. But, one. And of course, the one actual Latina girl that they had in the movie had a baby. What the fuck? What are you trying to say? But yeah, it's...
I don't know, let's ask Anna.
Yes. Anyway, but so anyway, to move on to this, they're showing clips and bits from everything, like, because they have the camera, it's like they're doing like Blair Witch style. And next thing you know, their car is stolen. And then next thing you know, you see the guy in the room with the box. Obviously, it's like, oh, okay, well, he's got the box full. Opens it up, you know. In comes the centipede. Chains and hooks and shit. Pinhead walking out. That's not really Pinhead. I'm like, oh, it's David Trump. Damn it. Okay, and anyway, it flashes back. Then it flashes back. Apparently, it's one of the guys' mom watching this video on the camera. Okay, now never mind that this is police evidence. You think that the police would have said, hey, we're reviewing this, and what the fuck is all this? We should do an investigation. Look for this guy with these nails sticking out of his head. He's an accomplice to a murder. Let's get him. No. None of that. So he's...
Well, let's also keep in mind, it's fucking Pinhead.
Yeah, but...
So, I'm just saying, how you gonna fucking arrest Pinhead?
Yeah. Diplomatic. Anyway.
Diplomatic community. Alright, sure.
But, yeah, because he's from hell, you know. But anyway. So, I mean, later on, both of the guys' families are there, well, mother and dads or whatever, are there. They're having a dinner, blah, blah, blah. Later on, one of the kids turn up, you know, who's the son of the people who actually they're at the house up. And
okay, just so you know, I'm sure nobody understood that because I didn't even understand it.
One of the guys showed up. You know, he was like, yeah, you know. And so they're like, oh yeah, we gotta get some help. Let me start the car up so we can get him to the hospital, blah, blah. We're out there, all the cars are going. He comes back in. Okay, now mind you, here's some people. These are rich people, by the way. You know, and they drove up there obviously in their expensive cars, right? The homeboy goes outside. All their cars are just magically vanished. He walks in calmly. Oh, the cars are gone. And the other guy goes, shit. Now, wait, hold on a second. I don't know many rich people. I don't know if they would actually react like that if their cars just magically disappeared. But I know, if I drove somewhere, right? And all of a sudden somebody said my car just magically disappeared, I don't care who's on the couch sick, so, okay, that's not true. Well, if it's not my kid, then yeah, I'm gonna freak out. But my kid is be different. Either way, the point is, I will go, the fuck? What do you mean there's no cars out there? What do you mean the cars are gone? No, wait. What do you mean the cars are fucking gone? I don't give a fuck if there's a guy out there with nails in his fucking head. Ask him where my motherfucking car is. That motherfucker have my car, I will fucking bang the nails the rest of the way in his fucking head if he doesn't get back.
Yeah, he had to pull out a few to hotwire the car. Like he had to...
Hold on. Let's go cruising.
Oh, God.
No, they're just... I mean, actually through the whole movie, all the shit's happening, and they react so calmly,
The actors were horrible, like,
Oh my
reacting super calm to shit that they should be freaking out about, and then freaking the fuck, like, really over the top, screaming and crying about silly shit.
Like, one of the dads got his face sliced, right? And that was kind of cool. It was like, oh yeah, he cut the guy's face off. Yeah, alright. You know? And the guy dies, you know, everything. And the women are overtly freaking out. I mean, it's like, please give me an Oscar crying. They're like, ah! Like, you know, really? Meanwhile, you're still not freaking out while your cars are gone. And then later on, everybody's kind of calm about things a little bit again. Like, no, actually, no, they're not. The kid walks, apparently, oh, wait, I gotta backtrack a little bit. Almost forgot. There's a semi-incest part in this movie. You know, it's like, one of the guys, the guy that showed up, his sister's there. And she finds the box and everything. She's kind of playing with it a little bit, and every time she's playing with it, something happens a little bit, you know. And she's up there talking to her brother over a bowl of soup. Next thing you know, they're making out, and it's like, whoa. And you kind of see it coming. It's like, he's not. They're not. No. Oh my God, they're making out. They're brother and sister. What the fuck? But, man, they're bad actors, so I guess it's okay. You know, they weren't believable anyway, so, you know. But more on that later. So, you know, later on, the kid walks back in. Okay, one of the guys had a shotgun. He shoots one of the guys in the stomach. Ugh. Yeah, it's just kind of gone all over the place when I'm talking.
Yeah, you kind of are. At
Point
this point, I've lost track about what the fucking movie's about, and I was watching it with you.
Okay, let's just put it mildly like this. We'll just summarize it because I don't want to try to go through the whole movie with you. And you're going, what the fuck is he talking about?
Especially because you're giving spoilers and shit. And people might...
Well,
I don't know why, but somebody might really want to see this film.
You're right. She is right. So, basically, horrible, horrible acting. There ain't no spoiling it. That's warning you. It's bad acting.
And people die at the end.
Everybody dies except for the girl. And the Cenobites, of course.
Yeah. Cenobites don't die.
They multiply.
They do.
Yeah. Like I said, Cenobites were decent. New Pinhead, suck it. But, you know, I'll give him credit.
Well, truth be told, while the actor wasn't superb, he was closer to, you know, the description of the mannerisms of the Cenobites in any of Clive Barker's writing. So, in a way, that was good, but at the same time, I can't compare Jackie Earle Haley to being Freddy Krueger as opposed to Robert Englund, because he did a fantastic job. That would be like getting... That would be like going from Kane Hodder to Steve Buscemi. You get what I'm saying?
Oh my God, okay, now I want you to think about it. Steve Buscemi is Jason.
No, make your eyes bug out more. That's
Yeah, you can see his eyes bugging out in the mask. Yeah, it looks like a gecko with a mask. Blah. Hey, I'm gonna kill you. Why do I have to be Mr. Pink?
I don't tip.
I don't fucking tip. Give me just a tip of my fucking machete, bitch.
Oh, God. You need help, sir.
But yeah, I see what you're saying. So, I mean, it's on Netflix streaming, so it's not like you have to... If you already have Netflix, you're good. It's not like you have to go to video store. It pisses me off. There's such a lack of video stores now. Now you got red boxes and fucking the Blockbuster box.
That's a different rant.
Yeah, it's
different time.
That's a different rant, different time. I'll cover that another time. But yeah, basically, I give Hellraiser Revelations Revelations.
You had it right the first time.
Okay, Revelations. Sorry. Hellraiser 9.
The 9th fucking installment, and that oh god.
I give it a 2, and it only gets a 2 because the effects were decent. Yeah. That's the only reason it gets a 2.
See.
So I mean, it's sort of watchable, but don't expect it to stand up anything from any of the last Hellraiser. It's the last Hellraiser movie. No. But
well, at least the last Hellraiser movie had that one guy. What the fuck's his name? He played in Millennium.
Oh yeah.
We always called him Frank Black because that's the only fucking name I could remember him as.
Lance Henriksen.
Thank you.
And I love Lance Henriksen anyway. I like his voice anyway too.
Okay, he doesn't talk like that.
Your mom doesn't talk like that.
No, she doesn't, as a matter of fact. So good. Glad we figured that out.
But yeah, I mean, that one wasn't so bad. It was not exactly the best installment, but that one wasn't so bad.
It was better than this piece of shit.
It was better than this piece of shit. Yeah. But I mean, if you want to just keep up with the series, then go ahead and watch it. Just don't go in expecting something good. That's all I can say. Yeah. And that's it for that one. And then on to the next one. Gonna do a little something slightly different now. Basically, okay. For one, she okay. If you're wondering why she's wearing heart-shaped glasses,
because they're damn cute. That's why.
Yeah, that and, I don't know. She's trying to be incognito or secret or something.
No, it's that they hide the fact that I don't have eyebrows on at the moment. That's what.
All right.
I can't grow eyebrows. I draw them on. I have tilde brows, in fact. So.
Okay. Well.
So hence the glasses. Yeah.
Well, as you can see from the beginning of this clip, another movie, the next movie we're going to review is Human Centipede 2. Now, if most of you might remember, about a couple of years ago, I did my own review of the first Human Centipede. You know, basically as a warning to you. And a lot of people didn't listen anyway, and they still watched it, and they cried.
There were tears. Many wept.
Well, and since then, they've made a second one, and a third one is in the works right now. So, I mean, I was going to do the review, but then I thought, okay, you know what? It'd be perfect. I mean, I asked originally, I was like, hey, Susie, do you want to watch it with me? Yeah, exactly. Actually,
well, I watched it before you with Anna,
So, I thought it'd be only fitting, due to her reaction when she was telling me about it and everything, it'd be better if she gave the review this time, as part of this show.
Alright.
So, tell us what kind of piece of crap we're working with here.
To start out with, Human Centipede, the first sequence, was possibly one of the most disturbing films I have ever had.
Yes, eat it, bitch!
Shut your fucking mouth before I kill you. I will say you ass to mouth with blue. Don't think
no.
And you will not be the front.
Oh god,
Shut the fuck
you
up.
suck.
Alright. But, again, one of the most disturbing... No, I'm not... I haven't seen a Serbian film yet, which, by the way, I will be doing a review, like, you know, of the Serbian film. I'm going to force myself to watch it.
I'll watch it with you.
If you have already seen it, you know. You don't need me to tell you. But yeah, back to Human Centipede, the first one. Yeah, one of the most disturbing films I've ever seen. There was a large puke factor for me. In the middle of the film, I actually ran to the bathroom right before I vomited.
Yeah,
it was awful. I was like, oh my god, why?
There was a while, even when I mentioned certain scenes, or if I was like, when I was doing the eat it, bitch, she would start going, you know? So, yeah, it really affected her. I mean, it didn't make me puke, but it still made me go, the fuck did I just watch?
Now, with that said, you're probably wondering why the fuck I would subject myself to the sequence, or the second half of this film trilogy down, apparently, since they're making a third one. I honestly can't tell you why I do these things to myself. There's no explanation for that.
We're gluttons for punishment.
But basically, as the story begins, there is a security guard named Martin. Martin is maybe 5'3", maybe 375 pounds.
Danny DeVito?
No. And he's chronic asthma. You know, he has asthma. He's sweaty throughout the whole. The interesting thing about it, what makes the film even creepier, is that Martin does not speak through the whole film. Martin grunts. He groans. He wheezes. He sweats.
So what you're saying is the part of Martin was played by my old drummer Blue Lesavoy.
Can we not?
Okay.
Thanks. But that, in a way, makes the film a little bit more disturbing by the fact that this main character has no dialogue. He does not speak at all through the film. Like I said, short, overweight guy, lives with his mother. Verbally abusive and mentally abusive mother, might I add. His whole fascination with the film, the first Human Centipede, is how the movie starts out. He's a security guard, so no one thinks to look at him as, people start missing. Nobody's gonna. He's so quiet and so timid and so unintrusive. Nobody's going to think of him as the person that's doing all these horrible things. And basically, he starts picking off people, or not really picking off people because they don't die when he, gets them, but he renders them unconscious and loads them into a fucking van and takes them to a warehouse because he doesn't want to just make a 3-person human centipede. He wants a 12-person human centipede. That's 12 people past the mouse. Just so you are aware of think about that for a second. Let that soak into your brain for a second. 12 people asked the mouse. Yeah.
Trying to start a human centipede record. One for Guinness books.
As if the first one wasn't. So yeah, basically he starts finding people, and he's got this obsession with, it's weird, he's a sadist and a masochist, all in one. Like, he punishes himself, spoiler alert, in the film, he has a pet centipede, and he gets so giddy when feeding it, because you have to feed them crickets or other smaller insects, and I don't know if you've ever seen a centipede, attack its food, but it does. And so, kind of like how, if you've seen Silence of the Lambs, Buffalo Bill identified with the moth as powerful, transforming type creature. Same kind of thing applies with Martin and the centipede. Also, another spoiler alert, this is him, an example of his more masochistic tendencies. While he's watching Human Centipede in his office at work, he is constantly making little notes. And this particular scene, he was, drawing the diagram for how the doctor transformed the anus and the mouth and sewed them together so they'd be one endless configuration, I guess you could say. He rips off a piece of sandpaper and proceeds to masturbate with it. Ew.
Ow. Really?
I started feeling dirty as I told you about this. So yeah, he gets 12 to 14 people together in this fucking warehouse, and because he's not a doctor, he does a horrible, horrible job at connecting these people. He uses no anesthesia whatsoever. He uses like a staple gun and duct tape to connect everybody, and it's really fucking horrendous. It makes the first one look like a fucking Disney ride. No joke. I'm not even kidding when I say that.
Hey Vern, how are we gonna connect the centipede together? Well, let's use some duct tape.
Pretty fucking much.
Hey, I got a staple gun. Bring it.
And and it's I felt so dirty after having watched this, as I felt unclean. It was awful, terrible. I would really not recommend anybody watching it, but since I know people are going to anyway, if you're one of those people that get off on like the whole gross out factor, like watching things that you feel might gross out your friends, or you get off on grossing out your friends, this is definitely a good film to show your friends that you want to, if you want them to vomit.
Hey, go one step above. Make them watch both movies at the same night.
Yeah, there you go. You can do that. Again, and I know I've already given away like 2 spoiler alerts.
Doesn't really matter at this point. It's like the last review. I pretty much gave away the whole movie.
Yeah, you did.
And people still watch it.
Oh, excuse me. Basically, okay, you guys are familiar, and with the first Human Centipede, the idea of how feeding and digestion works, right? Ass to mouth. Think about it, folks. Well, imagine that with 12 people first, and then imagine laxative being brought to the equation. Yeah, there you go.
Frogurt for everyone.
Pretty much, yeah.
Jelly pudding. Oh, Bill Cosby showed up and danced.
Why?
Because I am insane.
Why must you ruin everything?
You don't say ruin everything beautiful, because there was nothing beautiful.
I said everything. I didn't say shit about anything beautiful. But yeah, basically he, sorry, I kicked the dog. He basically fed the person in the front, force-fed, might I add, like, shoved a tube connected to a funnel down this person's throat, and force-fed them laxative. And the thing that just, it's awful, but I couldn't help but laugh, is he's so amused and so filled with childlike glee by the sounds of exploding diarrhea going from one person to another.
Oh boy! Yay!
And it's weird that Gypsy just made that noise, because Martin stands in the middle of this abandoned warehouse clapping his hands gleefully while going at all these people. See, Gypsy's laughing. It really fucking happened. That's the sad part. Yeah. And he just kept doing that over, and he was so happy. And
Just the little things, you know?
he threw himself into an asthma attack, being so fucking happy about that shit. And then, top it off at the end. Somehow, some way, homegirl in the front, somehow managed to knock his pet centipede out of its cage, shoved the funnel up Martin's ass, like, up his ass, and then dropped the centipede down the funnel, and it crawled up into his intestines and shit like that. So he was in pain. Actually, the grunting and screaming from that is the closest Martin ever comes to speaking through the entire film. Like I said, the fact that he doesn't talk makes the movie 10 times creepier, because he just sits there and stares at you with these big-ass fucking bloodshot eyes. It's incredibly creepy.
Kind of like the guy at the end of the bar for ladies, when, you're sitting there having a drink, it's like the end of the night, you got that one guy at the bar, he's looking at you, drink. Can I buy you a fish sandwich? Oh, yeah. Funny story about that. Guy actually said that one time.
Not to me.
No, not to her. Thankfully, 'cause she would say no.
Well, no, it depends on where the fish sandwich is coming from, truth be told.
Yeah, true. Really, where we were at, there's nowhere around there you'd want a fish sandwich from anywhere.
Not from that guy. I wonder if fish, filet of fish from McDonald's have been introduced into their diet. The human centipede diet.
Or any McDonald's, period.
Or any Taco Bell.
Oh. You wouldn't have needed laxative. You just could have got Taco Bell. Probably would have been the same price.
Cheaper.
No, about the same price.
It might have been cheaper.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe. Be any cheese burritos? Hey, get that 10-pack.
So yeah, there you have it. Human fucking centipede 2. Electric Boogaloo.
If you want, and if you want, of course, both movies are available on Netflix and they're streaming.
They most certainly are.
Which is fun. Netflix is streaming a lot of more stuff now. Because I guess what you're trying to do is trying to wean people up to DVDs, which ain't gonna happen because some of us still want to get DVDs too. I like DVDs too. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff on streaming right now. So I mean, you can find both of those right now, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to watch Hellraiser 9, you can go for it. Or if you really are feeling brave, you want to watch Human Centipede 2,
knock yourself out.
Yeah, you can find that as well. Human Centipede 3, however, you have to wait till next year. It's due out next year.
Yeah.
2013.
I can't even imagine what this one, or the third one, will be like. Because to be honest, I could imagine the first one. I could pull that kind of concept out of my ass. That wouldn't have been that hard.
Yes.
But the second one, I would not have been able to conceive that. I would not have been able to think that out.
It was kind of clever, like, instead of, like, making it's sort of a sequel, but not exactly, because it's not a continuation from where the movie left off.
I know, it's a guy that's obsessed with
the
this
movie
first
itself.
film.
Yeah.
By the way, it's shot entirely in black and white, might I add. Entirely in black and white. There's no color at all to the film. So again, that adds to the creep factor.
So it's like film noir.
Mhm.
Or Clerks.
Yeah, it's just like Clerks. They weren't even supposed to be there that day.
No, all 12 of them.
All of them were like, fuck. Another thing, in the movie, you actually hear one of the men shout, "He's gonna stitch us up! He's gonna stitch us up ass to mouth!" No jokes, kids. He says, he's gonna stitch us up ass to mouth. So, there you have it. That's all I have to say about Human Centipede 2. Watch at your own risk. Enjoy it or don't. I would advise not eating while you're watching this film. I would also advise not to eat before you watch this film. And eating after, well, you just may not be able to you may not have an appetite. So, good luck. Have fun with that. And, don't say I didn't tell you so. That's all I have to say about that.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank you for watching this episode of Tales from the Blakside, episode 10. 10 of these motherfuckers.
Why are we calling it Tales from the Blakside?
So that's been the name of the web show I've been for the past 10 episodes.
Well, I'm just saying Tales from the Blakside sounds a little bit too much like Tales from my asshole. So
sometimes I'm just talking out of my ass on half these videos.
Point taken, much like now.
Yes, exactly.
Alright.
And you helped with that.
I sure did, Butterbean.
Of course we were talking about ass. They're gonna sew us ass and mouth. Tales of the Blakside where they sew your ass and mouth.
No.
You never go ass and mouth. Unless it's in the heat of passion.
Sometimes. No. It is never forgivable to go ass to mouth, sir. That's a Clerks 2 reference, and we will talk about that film another day.
That's awesome, though. Clerks 2, it's like the Human Centipede, but better and not the Human Centipede.
Like that. It's like the Human Centipede, but it's totally fucking different. It has nothing to do with the Human Centipede.
And it's good. It's like well, it was like, yeah, Clerks 2, that's a fucking great movie, you know? What, Human Centipede 2, that was a complete piece of crap. Literally. Clap your hands. So what? So,
he doesn't even laugh. He just wheezes happily.
And of course, a cord chewing dog is laying here on my lap sleeping. Well, anyway, say goodbye, madam. See you next episode. Oh wait, hold on. I wasn't trying to focus on boobs, but hey, you got some stuff.
Focus on tits.
There you go. We'll take you out with these as we go.